Hello, everyone out there in Rumble, X, and YouTube land. Welcome back to Diego Knows. I, of course, am Diego. And today we are going to continue to talk about Legally Blonde from 2001. Yeah. I need some coffee for this one. Oh my God, this movie's put me to sleep. Okay, Legally Blonde. You love this movie. I think I know why, but I don't agree with it. Whatever. I'm giving you a straight man's point of view. That's what I'm gonna do here. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna tell you what I really think about this movie. I'm not biased at all. Okay, there's a reason guys don't watch this shit. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, because there ain't nothing in it for us. Okay, so whenever you drag your boyfriend or your husband or whatever to go see one of these movies, there's really not much in it for us. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that the guys don't do the same thing. Of course we do. I've dragged girls I've dated to plenty of fucking movies that they would not go see on their own, all right? Some of them good, some of them bad. Okay, so I'm not like judging you for doing that, okay? But there's a reason guys don't typically go out of their way to watch this kind of fucking pink junk that they call movies, okay? This chick flick genre, okay? Because they're not very realistic, okay? And I'm not saying guy movies are realistic. Of course, they're not either. Guy movies are not realistic either. I mean, have you seen Terminator? Have you seen Predator? Okay, you seen The Bourne Identity? I mean, come on. You really think people fight like that in real life? In Steadicam, Of course not. Okay, people getting, like the Mission Impossible movies, when you get a concussion, you get hospitalized, okay? You don't just get knocked out and wake up and you're okay. No, that's not how a concussion works, all right? You ever been knocked out? Okay, when you're knocked out, your face is swollen up, okay, for like a week or so, okay? Your eyes get all bloodshot, they get all baggy and black and stuff. It's not like, you see in the movie, you're just knocked out, and then you wake up. And we know it's crap. We know it's not real. Okay, but chick flicks, because it's aimed towards women and gay guys, because of that, a lot of the realistic stuff is left out in different ways. Like, you're not going to watch a chick flick, you're not going to see superheroes fighting in a chick flick. Okay, you're not going to see a robot from the future hunting down a girl in a chick flick. Okay, you're not going to see aliens attacking people in a chick flick. All right, you're not going to see that stuff. Okay, you're not going to see these dozens of different types of martial arts on wires fighting each other, in an alternate, in a virtual reality in a chick flick. You're not going to see that stuff. All that stuff is bullshit. It's exciting, it's entertaining, but it's not real. You're not going to see that stuff in a chick flick. In a chick flick, what they're trying to do is trying to win you over by making it look like it takes place in the real world. Because let's face it, science fiction, superheroes, all that stuff is for boys, and it's so immature. Oh, God. Those guys in those stupid sci-fi movies. I mean, they got like laser swords fighting. It's so stupid. God, boring. Okay, that's right. And you have every right to feel that way. You most definitely do, okay? But, watching, a space samurai fighting with laser swords, is no more immature than some crap like, a 20-year-old prostitute on Hollywood Boulevard who gets a multi-millionaire, straight, good-looking guy who's great in bed, honest, to fall in love with her. To me, that's fucking bullshit. Okay, that's unrealistic, right? But y'all believe that, so what the hell? Honestly, Space Samurai with laser swords fighting is a lot more realistic than that. Okay, and that's the difference. Okay? Just because it takes place in the real world doesn't mean it's very real at all. Okay, it's always the same damn trope. You see it all the damn time. It's usually some woman in her 30s, early 30s. She's a professional, college grad, probably went to Ivy League school, making at least 6 figures a year, at least. Okay, she got everything going for her. Everything's perfect. She's got the gay friend. She's got the unattractive, horny best friend played by Catherine Hahn most of the time. Okay, she works for a corporation. She's a big feminist, despite the fact that the owners of the corporation is usually a guy. So, she won't cook meals for her boyfriend or her husband, but she will work her ass every day to make her male boss money. Okay, they never talk about that. How's that for feminism, right? So that's usually what it is. Okay, it's usually in a big city. meets a guy, who's super freaking good looking. He's also high value. He's also a professional, college grad, Ivy League. He's got the ripped abs, the square jaw, all that kind of crap, okay? And he also is super extremely attractive, better looking than her, actually, because it ruins the genre if the guy is unattractive, okay, compared to the girl. So the guy's always better looking than the girl, right? Okay, so that means that he's high value, and of course, because she's above average looking, she deserves high value, right? Because that's how it works in real life. These guys that are super rich, super handsome, super great in bed, super everything, those guys always go for the average girls. We know that's true. They never go for the above average girls, all right? So anyway, so that's going on, and then she falls in love with this guy. They have sex. There's some sort of someone lied to somebody, so there's a split in the third act. Then they get back together. Usually it ends with somebody chasing somebody on a bridge at the airport. That happens a lot. Okay, some historical monument or some crap where someone is running to catch, literally running to catch someone else. Okay, look at like my best friends. I reviewed that movie, My Best Friend's Wedding, and in that one you had 3 people running. Okay, it was stupid. All right, so I mean usually that's how it ends. Someone's always running in the third act to profess their love, okay? And they never make sequels out of chick flicks. They rarely make sequels because of what happens, okay? You lose interest. Whoever this guy is, or usually they're not gonna stick around, okay? They're gonna get dumped. Or the guy's gonna dump her, okay? It's like there's never a sequel because all these movies deal with is longing. They don't actually deal with relationships. They deal with longing. They deal with wanting to be with somebody. Once they get that person, the movie's over. Okay, there's no relationship here at all. Okay, like what do you do after that? No girl wants to see that. Okay, that's farting in bed. That's leaving your socks on the floor. Okay, that's having to pay taxes. That's IRA accounts. Okay, that's freaking, that's your wife hanging out at a strip club, okay, at a male strip club with her girlfriends, and you think that she's like, at work or something, okay? That's what that is, and nobody wants to see that, okay? Nobody wants to watch that. That's too close to home. It's too close to home, okay? That's your girl putting on fucking cellulite and gaining weight and refusing to give you sex, okay? And I mean, that's pretty much what it is. That's the guy, he's not attracted to you anymore. So what is he doing? He's freaking watching porn every chance he gets when you're not around. Okay. Who wants to watch that? That's a little too close to home, isn't it? Okay, you see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that's more real. I want to see that movie. Okay, I want to see how they deal with those problems. Fuck the longing. Fuck that noise. Everyone's attracted to people. We've seen that a million times. I want to see this movie. I want to see what do you do after that? And you're never going to get that movie because it goes against the chick flick genre. It goes against it. Okay, the only time you'll see that is that maybe you'll see at the end. Like there's a movie that came out a couple years ago with Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver. You remember him? He played Kylo Ren in Star Wars. Anyway, where they were married. I think it's called Marriage. I think it's called Married. That's the name of the movie. But it came out like 3 years ago. And they're married. And then, like, they get divorced. And, of course, like in typical United States fashion, the wife files for divorce. She serves him divorce papers, And then there's a scene where they try to be amicable about it, but it ends up being very bitter. They got a kid, who's going to get custody. She decides to move out to the West Coast. She tells him, hey, I'm going to go there and visit my mom. And then she just never comes back. And he's like, whoa, you've got my son with you. Yeah, well, by the way, I'm divorcing you. So he's got to move over there, and because she filed for divorce in California, they live in New York, and it's all sorts of shit, all right? But anyway, there's a scene where there's a very explosive scene in that, okay, where he goes off on her. He goes off on her for filing for divorce, for not telling him that she was unhappy, that she was unhappy with the marriage. He could have done something if if he had known what she was going through, but she never told him. She expected him to know it, blah, blah, blah. By the time she did divorce papers, it was already, her decision already been made. She never talked to him about it. Nothing. And that happens a lot. That happens a lot. But the reason I'm even bringing this up is because that movie chronicled the end of a marriage. Okay? I'm still waiting to see the actual marriage. Okay? We always see chick flicks are based on, how people meet each other, how they fall in love, and at the end they get together. But they never deal with the actual middle part in the middle. They'll make movies where, like the divorce, like I just said, but they won't talk about the middle part, They won't talk about the middle part. And to me, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. I wish they would make a chick flick that dealt with that. fuck it. Even if it's by chick flick rules, which means it's written by gay guys. Even if it was by that, I would like to see that marriage. I want to see at least someone tackle that topic, because no one ever does. It's always the attraction. It's always the longing. It's always about wanting to be with somebody. It's never about what you do once you've got that person. You see what I mean? That's the chick flick I want to see. All right, but that would hit a little too close to home. There's really nothing in it. That's the life that most people that are married live through. They live through that already. You know, the farting in bed. Who's doing the laundry? Okay, did you fucking get the oil change on the car? Okay, who's picking up, you know, what's her name from her fucking Girl Scout meeting? You know, that kind of shit. It's just like, you know, it's the tedious, normal, everyday stuff, you know. And, you know, nobody wants to watch that. They all want to get fucking, these girls, you women out there all want to get your pussy daddled by watching whoever the fucking hunk is this week. It changes every month. I think this month it's, what's his name? The guy from Twister. I can't, Glenn Powell. Yeah, right now it's Glenn Powell. Next month it'll be someone else, some other fucking stud. It was Harry Styles last year. You know, whatever. Okay, it's always changing. Okay, so don't count on a guy who's hot right now to be hot next month or even next week. Okay, these things change. Look at Jonathan Majors. That guy was fucking hot as fucking lava for like 2 weeks, and now he's at the unemployment line, right? So, and same goes for you girls too. You think Sydney Sweeney's going to be the hottest thing in the world? Next month, it'll be somebody else. Okay? And it'll be somebody else. There's always somebody else who's going to take that spot. Look how hot I am, okay? And then their movie bombs, and next thing you know, they show up as a guest star in a freaking sitcom. Okay? That's pretty much how it goes. Not about some Netflix show that nobody watches, right? That's pretty much what happens, all right? It's pretty sad out there. Anyway. So that's what I'm saying. That's the problem I have with the genre, okay? Now, this movie, Legally Blonde, with Reese Witherspoon, okay? She's a staple of chick flicks, okay? Rom-coms in particular. I know she's done some dramas and stuff, but, I mean, do you even remember any of them? I mean, she was one where she, like, what did she do? She, like, walked, across country or something, or up a mountain. Who gives a shit? Something like that. I think that's the only drama I remember her being in. I saw Cruel Intentions. That was, like, a chick flick for teens. A drama for teens, so it's a chick flick. Whenever you say teen drama, it's always for girls. It's never for guys. You know, same thing with that section at the bookstore, you know, teens, it's always for girls. There's nothing in there for guys, unless you're gay. All right. And what else? Like, you know, she did Legally Blonde, this one. She did, what was it? Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, I'll probably have to review that one. I have seen that one. I've seen that one more than once. All right. There's actually a couple of good things I liked about that one. So if you want me to review that one, I will. But I think that's on the list. But what else has she done? Okay. She did Fear. I mean, she's done a lot of stuff. Okay. I haven't watched everything. I'm not a big fan of hers. You know, if I watch a movie, she happens to be in it, so be it. Okay, I saw Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash movie. She was in that. She played June Carter Cash in that. I couldn't give two shits. Okay, anybody could have played that role of June Cash. Okay, it was all about getting a big name for that movie. It wasn't about the talent, really. Okay, yeah. So what I think about her is that that's where she's made her bread and butter. That's her fan base. She knows that her fan base is not men. It's not straight guys. Those are not her fans. Okay, it's the women. Predominantly the women around her own age. Okay, those are the ones that made her famous. I say it all the goddamn time. I wish you all would believe me. Okay, you know, it wasn't men that made Reese Witherspoon famous. It was not men that made Julia Roberts famous. It was not men that made Meryl Streep famous. It's not men that made Michelle Pfeiffer famous. It's not men that made you know, Meg Ryan famous. Okay, it was you. It was the women. The women made those women famous. Okay. Guys give two shits whether or not that girl was in there, okay? You know who men made famous? Pamela Anderson. That's who we made famous, okay? We made her famous, all right? We made that. That was us. That wasn't you. That was us, okay? Well, Pamela Anderson, at least back then, I mean, back in the day, she was sexy, okay? That turned on a lot of guys, okay? Guys want to see women that are sexy. We just do. You know, I mean, you women want shit too. No, don't act like we're being all superficial. You're all just superficial as we are. Okay, just because it's not about the exact same things doesn't mean that you're not as superficial as we are. Okay, we just look for different things in a woman, just like you look for different things in a man. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, so it's fair. Ultimately, it's all fair. So you have no reason to bitch about it. All right. You know, this movie, Legally Blonde, is for women, so there's not very much in it for me. Okay, but I'm gonna give it an honest review. I'm gonna tell you what I think, what's bullshit and what's not. Right now, so far into the movie, it's pretty ridiculous. Like the movie tells you right at the very beginning, don't take this movie seriously, check your brain at the door. The tone, everything is pink, everything's hyperbolic, okay? Everything was egregious emotions, okay? Everything is basically like, oh my God, girls actually act like that. We're just supposed to go with it, Okay, like L's sorority sisters. Okay, they're all a bunch of dumbasses. They're all a bunch of pretty. Most of them are blonde idiots. They're all ditsies. Okay, dingbats, as they used to call them on oh, was it Alice or was it All in the Family? I don't remember. But who's the dingbat? Who'd you call dingbat all the time? I think it was Alice. I think Mel always said that to Vera, dingbat or dingy or something like that. That's what these girls are. They're all dingbats. They're all stupid. Okay. And for a movie that's trying to be feminist, don't judge a book by its cover. Just because she looks stupid and sounds stupid does not mean she is. She's actually smarter than you. Okay? No, you ever heard that saying, walks like a duck? Okay, well, yeah, these girls are stupid, okay? And Reese Witherspoon's Elle Woods is right in the middle of this. She's the queen of the sorority, so that means that she's stupid too. And the point is that despite the fact that she's surrounded by stupid blonde girls, and that she is a stupid blonde girl, okay? And that everyone assumes she's stupid and blonde, we're supposed to figure out the powerful twist at the end of this movie is that it turns out she's not stupid at all. She's actually very smart. You underestimated her. Like, you couldn't see that coming, like, right away. Okay, it's not much of a plot twist, okay? And it's very convenient. It's very convenient how easily she gets into Harvard. Like, she's basically a Mary Sue. She doesn't really face any struggles. What does she struggle in the first act? Okay, her boyfriend, her super rich boyfriend dumps her. Okay, I get that, but she's super rich as well, So he goes to Harvard. So what does she do? She decides to go to Harvard as well. Like anybody can just do that. Well, I mean, she had to get a good LSAT score, and she did. So she got in like it was nothing. She made a video, okay? I actually looked this up, okay? That is not how you get accepted into Harvard, okay? You cannot get accepted into Harvard by submitting your application via video, okay? That does not happen in real life, okay? Someone actually checked this out. To see if that was possible to get admitted to Harvard that way. It is not. This movie is bullshit, okay? Also, the basic law classes that everyone has to take in the first semester, that's the most stressful part of law school, is that first semester in your first year. Because that's when you have to pass all the basic law exams that they give you before you can proceed to actually studying the law, okay? And that's the most stressful time for every student. And this movie skips over all of that. Like, you don't even go through any of that. So this movie's full of shit, is what I'm trying to tell you, okay? This is not the way Harvard really works, all right? Okay, so anyway, so what's going on here, okay? We met Elle, she gets dumped by her boyfriend, whatever. She goes to Harvard, she gets right in, like it's easy. Submits a video essay where she's in a bikini, whoopee-doo. Okay, like we never seen, like the guys at Harvard had never seen a girl's tits before. Like it was, oh. They all started grabbing their crotches as soon as it's like, get the hell, this is so fucking stupid and unprofessional. It's just dumb, it makes no sense. It's not how it works in real life, okay? People don't just bend over backwards because they see a beautiful girl. Not every now. I know there's a lot of incels and simps that do that, but most men with self-confidence, they don't do that. They don't do that. Okay. So anyway, so moving right along. The next scene that we have here, after she meets Paulette, okay, at the nail salon or whatever. Okay, Paulette tells her, hey, you know what? Because she's, Paulette's white trash. What, 40-something-year-old woman. She works at a nail salon. Okay, her ex-boyfriend cheated on her, kicked her out of the trailer, kept her dog. Okay, and then, Elle tells her, oh yeah, well, my super rich, boyfriend dumped me and now he's with another girl, who's just as rich as he is, and now he's engaged to her, and I moved all the way over here just to get him back, and then now what am I going to do? And of course, Paulette tells her, you need to win him back. Get him back. Now, how's this for a feminist movie? This man is obviously a piece of shit. We've already met him. Okay, he's full of himself. He's a liar, too. He meets this woman, Vivian. Apparently he was sleeping with her behind Elle's back when they were together. He's engaged to her now. And so Elle decides she's going to win him back. Okay, wait a minute. If a guy is already engaged to another woman, then the protagonist tries to win that guy away from his fiance. Wouldn't you say that's a shitty thing to fucking do? Women out there, wouldn't you think that's a shitty thing to do? Oh, but it's okay because Vivian's such a bitch and Al is such a sweetheart. Okay, so it's okay for her to win back her asshole boyfriend from her. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not okay. So what? Maybe Vivian is worse for Warren or Warner than Elle would be. Okay, but that's his call. That's his fucking call. That's not Elle's call. Who the fuck is she to steal another man's woman? or to steal another woman's man. You see? Why does no one talk about that? Why does nobody say that that's a wrong thing to do? I thought you all were feminist. I thought feminists made this movie. Is that what feminism is? Fuck over another girl? Fuck another woman over? Is that what you're trying to say here? Because let me tell you something. When guys do that to each other, okay, it gets fucking settled. All right? It gets settled. Okay, have you ever seen a guy try to win a girl back from another guy after that other guy already took her? We don't do that. Now, some simps do that. I'm sorry, but those guys were already low value. That's the reason she left him, because he was low value. That's why she traded up. But just because the guy wants her back, okay, why would she want to go back to low value when she's got better value? Now, as much as that hurts men to hear that, I know I've met plenty of guys. It's even happened to me before, okay, that lost their woman to a better man, okay, or assumed a better man, okay. But as much as that sucks, you know, we just have to deal with it. Okay, she's not the only bitch in the world. Sorry, she's not. The moment you start thinking she's the only woman in the world, that's the moment you realize that you have very little respect for yourself. Very little respect for yourself, okay? You got a bigger problem than your girl leaving you, okay? And that's what I would tell any guy when that happens to them. It's happened to me before, you know? What do you do when your girlfriend leaves you for a better guy? First thing you do is you get laid. Then you start dating again, and you don't get too serious, okay? Until that woman has proven to you that she's girlfriend material. Relationship material, okay? You don't just jump back into another relationship. You sure as fuck don't try to win her back from that guy, okay? That even if you did get her back, you're never gonna look at her the same. You're always gonna be thinking about her fucking that other guy. So you're not gonna be able to respect her, okay? Or you're either gonna hate yourself or you're gonna get mad at her for cheating on you in the first place, despite the fact that you forgave her and you took her back. You see what I mean? That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. So why would a movie like this advocate for another woman doing this? You know, that's the difference between men and women. I'm telling you right now. You girls seem to think that, you know, if you're dating a guy who fucks a lot of girls, because a lot of women are attracted to him, you think that, oh, because now you made this guy your boyfriend, now you won. Like it's a contest. I beat all those other girls because I got him. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You didn't. Okay? Believe me, why would he fucking settle for you when he's got a variety of choices? Well, when men do, okay, no, bullshit, it's not fair. Okay, we're equal. Men and women are equal, but it's not fair. For example, okay, it's easier for a woman to get laid than it is for a guy. That's fact. It's easier. It's easier for you. If you're decent looking, you can get fucking laid pretty easily. It's not a challenge for, and you girls know this is true. It's not a challenge for you to get laid. Whenever you want it, it's fucking there. There's some fucking dick getting hard for you right now, at a moment's notice, okay? Whenever you want it. It's not like that for us. Now, for high value men, it is like that. There's a woman ready all the time. Okay, but for your average guy, it's not like that at all. We actually do some work to get a girl to like us. Okay, that's the difference. So you can't place an equal value here on these two different circumstances. Okay, a guy who can get a lot of women is a very rare guy. So just because he picked you as his girlfriend doesn't mean he's not going to be with the other women. More than likely, you're going to have to share them. Okay, and you have to be okay with that. All right, that's the part they don't tell you in these movies. They think all the high value men immediately fall in love with some average looking bitch, and they're going to be automatically faithful to them. No, that's not how it works. I know you wish it did, but that's not how it works in real life. On the other hand, you got a guy, a girl who can easily get laid, okay, who sleeps with all these different guys, and all of a sudden one guy picks her, one guy, you know, she settles down for one guy, she's fucked all these long swinging dicks, right? And then finally she settled down with one guy because she caught feelings for him. Now this guy's like, oh my God, I won. Look how hot she is. Look at me, my trophy girlfriend. And then all the guys will be like, yeah, well, we already fucked her. So the way we look at it is you lost. She already gave it up to us and we didn't have to marry her. That's how it is. That's how guys see it. Okay, that's the difference between a guy romance movie and a girl romance movie, okay? They haven't won. They're the loser. The guy that gets with a girl that has a huge body count, he's the loser. He's not the winner. That's the difference. I wish you women would understand. I fucking wish you women would understand that. When you start talking your fucking bullshit about equal rights. Oh, men can sleep around. No, most men can't sleep around. Most women can. That's the difference. Jesus. All right. So anyway, so we've already established everything. Okay. The very next scene here in the movie is Elle meets with her professor, okay, played by Victor Garber, Professor Callahan. Now, y'all know Victor Garber, okay? He's this openly gay actor in Hollywood. He's been in a lot of stuff, not just this. I remember him. He was in Godspell for that was like in 1971, I think it was. It's like one of those, musicals. hippie musicals, like Jesus Christ Superstar, like Hair, like one of those type. Okay, he played like Jesus, Jesus with an afro, and even though he's white, Jesus with an afro and a Superman T-shirt and suspenders. Yeah, look it up. Godspell, day by day. Oh dear Lord, these things I pray. Yeah, Godspell. Look it up, man. I did musical theater. Okay, I know I'm not gay, but I've done it, so I know. That's why I'm telling you the truth. Okay. All right. So anyway, yeah. So he did that. That's what started him off. Okay. He's done a lot of stuff. He was on some show called Alias with Jennifer Garner. I think he played. I didn't ever watch that show, but apparently he was on that show. I remember he played. What's her name? Why cannot not think of her name? Judy Garland. Yeah, Judy Garland. He played Judy Garland's husband in some made-for-TV movie. Okay. Right now he's on In Just Like Crap. Okay, the Sex and the City sequel show. He's on that show right now as a guest character. He plays a guy who owns an art gallery that Charlotte just started working at. Okay. Also he was on Legends of Tomorrow. That's like a CW superhero show. He was on that. So I've seen him around a lot. He's a really good actor. I got a lot of respect for him. He played the guy that created the Titanic in the Titanic movie, the Leo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet movie. Yeah, he played the guy that designed the Titanic. Okay, he was in that, and he died with a ship. He sung in real life. All right, so that's Victor Garber. He plays Professor Callahan in here, and he offers when we first meet him in class, he offers an internship for 4 lucky students of his class. If they have the highest scores, okay, then 4 of the students will get an internship program at his law practice. Yeah, how's that for experience, right? At his law firm, if they win this academic competition, all right? Well, the first thing he does, he singles out Elle and says, and it tells her, if I were to represent a client, would I rather that person have mala mense or mala prohibitum? And Elle doesn't know what that means because it's Latin. So she's just like, I would rather he be innocent. And he starts laughing. And then he asks Vivian the same question. Okay. And Vivian, who is sitting next to Warner, who is Elle's ex-boyfriend, they're sitting right in front of her. Okay. And of course, she's got her hand on his shoulder just to show Elle that he's mine now. And then she looks back at her, gives her a dirty look and then talks to the professor, right? Just letting know there's a cattiness going on here. All right. Anyway, Vivian answers the question correctly. Now, Vivian's played by Selma Blair. Okay. She answers the question correctly. She says, I would rather it be mala prohibitum because it's a regulatory infraction and not a dangerous crime. Okay. Which is what mala mense is. All right. So she looks at Elle, okay, touches Warner, okay, Elle's all pissed off. She's, she's all fucking pissed off, okay. She already decided that she's going to win Warner back away from Vivian, but she doesn't really know how to do it yet, okay. But then, Elle raises her hand because she's an immature bitch, and she's like, I've changed my mind, Professor. Because I'm not afraid of a challenge. And she looks right at Vivian when she says that, okay. Okay, so the next scene here, Warner, her ex, is playing football with the guys. They're all wearing their freaking Harvard jerseys. They're playing a scrimmage game, okay, not a real football. Okay, they're just playing football. The guys hanging out playing football, right, throwing the ball at each other. Well, Elle decides to take this opportunity because she's stalking him now. Okay, she's wearing her pink outfit. She's wearing a fucking like a pink fucking Angora sweater with pink fucking sunglasses and a big fucking pink hat. I mean, very. Just fucking cartoony, the Barbie accessories, okay? And she pulls up a fucking lawn chair out there, and she just lays down there and watches the guys playing football, and she's sipping her pink lemonade out of her pink cup, with her pink sunglasses. It's just in her, like I said, her pink Angora sweater. It looks fucking stupid. She looks stupid. She attracts a lot of attention. Well, apparently all the guys that are playing football, once they see Elle sprawled out on her lawn chair like that, they all stop playing football and start fucking jerking off, right there. Seriously, they stop playing football. They all stare at Elle. None of them say anything to Elle. They don't actually go up and talk to her or anything like that. Okay, they just stop what they're doing because it's more important to look at Elle than it is to play the football game. Okay, and they pull down their shorts and they just start stroking it. And then the other guys start taking turns stroking each other. So it's not just, it's like a circle jerk. It's not even they're just touching their own. No, they're touching everybody. It's a team effort. Okay, and of course, the only one that's confused about this is Warner himself because he looks at Elle like, what are you doing here? With this, he's got that mouth of his that he always pulls open, because whenever he takes a cock in there, he's just well, he does that again. Then he just starts, Elle, what are you doing here? Like he does that for like a good like 2 hours. All right. No wonder she's attracted to him, because women are always attracted to guys that do that all the time. So anyways, that's going on. Okay. Yeah, all her fucking bullshit. Okay, he's confused and looking stupid like usual. Okay, because he's the stud of the movie, right? Okay, so that's going on here. Now Elle's obviously stalking him, and he's doing nothing about it because he's a fucking pussy, and that's very realistic too. I know that whenever I get stalked at, I never talk to the girl about it. I just let her keep stalking me because it's healthy that way. All right, and same thing. And the guys, they stop the football game. They're just looking right at Elle, making eye contact with her, just going, and they start playing with each other. Yeah, it's an incredible scene, especially if you're fucking gay. All right, anyway, that actually happens. The next scene, okay, they're at the library, and Elle is wearing her pink outfit, some other fucking pink outfit. All she wears is pink, right? Okay, and she asks a group, she sees Warner there sitting in a table with some other students. They're like in a study group. Okay, Vivian's there as well. She approaches the table, okay, and she asks if she can join their study group, okay? And of course, Vivian, being the bitch that she is, goes like, it's full. Her Jennifer Aniston look like, it's full, right? Well, maybe we can be friends. She kicks Warner like, no, it's full. Okay, so she says, okay. So they're not going to let her join the study group. Okay, so she walks away from that table, and then she walks past another table full of lesbians. Okay, no, they're all lesbians. Okay, one of them is the dyke that we met earlier. Okay, yeah, I said that. Okay, and so I forgot her name. Okay, we'll just call her what I. Anyway, she's one of those angry, I hate men, I'm a lesbian, I don't shave my legs, I don't shave my armpits, I don't wear makeup, fuck the patriarchy, and fuck you. Yeah, one of those. Okay, basically the same as they are today. Okay, only they don't have pink. They have pink hair today. Okay, they didn't have that back then. It wasn't in yet. It wasn't cool yet. All right, and she's there. Okay, it's the one that we met earlier, the one that tried to do an anti-man, a misandry fucking protest march or whatever the hell. Anyway, so that's going on here. The lesbians they make fun of Elle. Okay, because they overheard Elle get rejected by the table, and so the lesbians say like Elle, like maybe you should join a sorority, like and Elle takes offense that they're making fun of her because she does say like every other sentence, okay. And Elle didn't, and she wants to know, why are you being this way to me? And she's because you called me a dyke, And now Elle did not do this, and Elle tells her, I do not use that word. You must have heard that from Vivian. And so she walks away, okay? But so apparently nobody likes her, okay? So Elle's all upset and depressed. What does she do? She goes back to her dorm room, okay? And she starts playing with her toy dog, Brewster, okay? And then she grabs her furry pink flurry phone and calls her friends back at CULA. That's the fake university in California, which is actually filmed at USC. And of course, her ditzy girlfriends answer the phone. One ditzy blonde girl is getting married, and she's a fucking idiot. She talks to the other brunette girl, who's also an idiot. They're talking about nothing that's important at all. Anyway, apparently Elle gets invited to the wedding because the one girl's getting married. I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit, all right? Well, that's not going to help Elle, because Elle has no friends at Harvard. Okay, so she's basically on her own by herself, okay, because she's a weirdo. She is a weirdo. People would be embarrassed to be around a girl like that. They would, okay, if she was real, okay? So, of course, now Elle's depressed that one of her best friends get married, and yet she's got nothing going on. So Vivian, she overhears Vivian in the hallway. She's inviting a group of guys over to a party at her house, I guess, or someone's house, okay? And so, of course, Elle sticks her head out the door and asks her, is there a party going on? And Vivian's like, you wouldn't like the party. It's a costume party. She's like, oh, I like costume. Oh, okay, then you should go. So she invites her now, right? Tells her it's a costume party, all right? Okay, and so, of course, Elle goes to the costume party. She goes there in her Playboy bunny outfit, okay? Which she looks pretty good in it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, she's got kind of a flat butt, kind of a big wide butt, but not like round, not like J-Lo has she's got the shelf back there. Reese Witherspoon does not have a shelf, okay? She's got like a big flat butt, all right? But she's got nice tits. I already said that before in the other video. She's got nice tits, okay? But she comes over as a Playboy bunny. No purse, no nothing, just in stilettos in her Playboy bunny outfit, okay? She walks in there, And of course, everyone stares at her because she is the only one in a costume. Okay, this is a Harvard rich kids party. Okay, and she's just there in a Play Bunny costume. All right. Okay, and I'll stop my review right here, but I'll be back shortly to continue my review of Legally Blonde. I thank you very much for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.